We are recording. All right. So I just want to say, first of all, welcome to anybody that's never been on a Zoom call. First of all, I'm just going to mute everybody really quick. Welcome to our Zoom call for the Boomerang Movement 30-day mindfulness challenge. I've been super enjoying being a part of everybody's journey so far. I know we're only 1 week in to 30, and for some of you, you've been working with me alongside me for a long time, and some of you are brand new. And I just really love that we can all kind of come together at whatever stage we're at in our journey, and it's all effective and nice. And it's just like really awesome humans coming together for a really beautiful purpose of living mindfully, right? Which I don't know a better pursuit, actually. So I had my meditation teacher training this last weekend, which was fantastic. And I'm really excited to bring some guided meditations to you guys in the group. I was going to do one the other day and my Wi-Fi didn't work, so I'm going to be starting to do that this week and beyond. So stay tuned for those ones. I'm going to share some breathing techniques that I learned, as well as some just different styles of meditation, and I might even do like a little mini intro to meditation webinar if you guys would be interested in that. So yeah, Stacy's like, yes, I'm all over that. And fun fact too, Stacy started meditating with this whole journey, so you don't have to be like a seasoned meditator. But it was really cool. I learned about the science behind meditation and what it actually does for your body and your mind, the philosophy of it, and then the practice. So it was really cool. Anyways, wanted to host this call tonight because I wanted to have for us to be able to meet some of the people that are doing the challenge, because it's not just like weird internet land where people aren't actually people. These are real living humans doing this challenge all together. And I know that we can all relate. And I know that I always get really inspired hearing people's stories and opinions and experiences. So what I would really love is if we could kind of just like go around in a square here on our screen. And if you could just share your name, maybe where you're from and why you are doing this mindfulness challenge, or what you're hoping to gain from it. So if everybody's cool with that. Oh, hey, Aaron. Okay, so Aaron, we're going to go around in a circle. I know you just popped on. You probably can't even hear me yet. Can you hear me good? Not yet, maybe. So let's just start, and then I'll get Aaron to be involved as well. So Sally, if you're not, oh no, you're eating it. I'll do Stacy first. All right, Stace, you're unmuted. Name where you live and either what you're hoping to get out of the challenge or why you are doing the mindfulness challenge right now.
Okay, well, I'm Stacy. I live in Saskatoon. I'm just looking to keep growing always. Meditation has brought me, and I don't even really know what I'm doing. I just started doing it. But it's brought me like a lot more peace, calm, and like, holy crap, do I sleep way better at night now. Mm-hmm. Like I zonk out so quick. Yeah, just to learn and grow and yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much. I love it. And I love that you started meditating because it was like probably a few months ago. And the best part about that, you said like, I don't really know what I'm doing. You don't have to like meditating, exactly. Breathing and sitting with yourself.
Yeah,
right?
Just being quiet and being in the moment. But it's just like anything else. It's just like starting a workout program or whatever. You have to do it steady and consistent to make it start working for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Sweet. Thank you. Okay. Who wants to go next? You can either unmute yourself or I'll unmute you. I'm going to start just picking people. Aaron, I see those eager eyes. Yeah. Okay. Who are you? Where do you live? And why are you doing this challenge, or what are you hoping to get out of it?
Okay. I just joined in late, so I didn't even know what I was doing. Okay. So I'm here in Saskatoon. I'm Aaron, and similar. It's just another opportunity to learn and grow and really change even my own mindset and dig in deeper. And yeah, I'm all about learning.
Love it. Actually, I guess we could add to the mix too, like, what do you do? Because that's a good one to add to mindfulness and why it's important.
Like, what do I do?
Professionally.
Oh, I'm a teacher. So full-time teacher. So yeah, we do a lot of mindfulness and I teach a lot about the brain in all aspects of learning and education. So I think it's really cool that that now I'm focusing on it through a health lens. And I know it's all about mindset and how, the power of our thinking changes our results and our path and helps us reach our goals. So I guess it's just opening up my eyes to a different view, and it makes sense. So it feels natural.
I love that. And I love that you mentioned the brain teaching too, because something I can share with you guys, like the reason why it works, the reason why we are able to like create these new mindsets, these new habits and all this stuff is actually called neuroplasticity. So scientists and the like used to think that our brains like were made of wires, that you literally just had like a circuit board, but they've actually now shown and proven that our brains aren't like that. It's essentially like neural pathways that can be changed. So the more it's like this, it's like if you stand at the front of a grassy field and you're like, I got to get from this side of the field to that side of the field, your options to get across the field are literally endless. So you're like, oh, I'll just kind of go this way. And you kind of like tromp on the grass and you get to the end. And then the next day you come back around and you're like, well, I got to get from here to the other side of the field. That is like kind of a path. Maybe I'll just take that because it looks easier. So then you tromp the grass even more and you do this every single day until that one path, no grass grows. You're just taking it because it kind of works. It kind of gets you there when you literally have infinite ways to get to that other place that you need to get to. That's exactly what we do with our brain. So in order to build a new neural pathway, you just choose a different path and create a different path. So what we're doing with exercise and mindfulness and reading personal development and connecting as women in a tribe. Do you guys know how badass this is that we get to connect as women in a tribe? Like, this is huge, especially in 2018 where women are like, comparison. I hate myself, so I also hate you.
This was like a huge reason why I decided to be a coach, was to have this
tribe
extra component, because I think it's so key to success and that whole like-mindedness and supportiveness. Because like you said, we are in a society where there's too much judgment, there's too much comparison and jealousy and whatever, but it's like when you support each other and we all have the same ultimate goals, it's like power in numbers. Like,
oh man, it's huge. It's so cool. And I'm so happy to be part of it with all of you guys. Okay, thank you very much for sharing that. I'm going to mute you. And Lacey, what about you? So I guess I should stop calling people's names. You can introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Lacey. I am from Waynesville, North Carolina. Sure you can tell by my country accent. I'm doing this because I've never been in the state that I'm in. It's the worst I've ever been. Oh, it says my internet connection. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the worst state my body has ever been in, and it's time for a change. I have to make a change. It's now or never. Well, I could do it later, but I want to do it now.
Yeah.
And I'm the practice manager at a cardiology office. So I work with the heart doctors. So it's important that because they're always like, Lacey, do you really need that soda? Do you really need that 4th cup of coffee? You're going to have tachycardia soon. So trying to improve my overall health in general.
And you're doing a damn good job of it.
Me.
Love it. Really love it. Also, Lacey just joined our team as a coach like 3 minutes ago. So I'm really excited for her. It's really awesome. Okay. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to go on to Danielle. You are unmuted, my friend.
So I'm Danielle. I'm from Saskatoon, and I'm a full-time hairstylist / esthetician, I guess, here in the city. And I joined this group because I'm just ready to take control of my life and create the best possible life for myself.
I love that. And you guys, don't be afraid to I guess I could have gone first too to show don't be afraid to get vulnerable. I'm doing this mindfulness challenge, truthfully, because sometimes my brain is fucked up and I deal with crazy anxiety panic attacks. This is why I practice mindfulness. Because for me, it is so easy for me to go down that rabbit hole of like not enough, not doing enough, not being enough, overwhelm, craziness, that I need a solid practice in my life. So I meditate and I journal and I write affirmations and I sweat for 30 minutes and I drink Shakeology and I drink water. You know, like all these things contribute to me feeling well. I was just talking to Lacey about this. I don't call myself a fitness coach, I call myself a wellness coach, because my overall goal is being well and inspiring other people to be well as well. That's a lot of wells. So don't be afraid of like getting a little bit vulnerable, because also, to be fair, only because I know everybody here, a lot of us do struggle with some like mental demons sometimes, you know, so just know that. Okay, thank you so much, Danielle. Let's see, DJ Sally J.
Hi guys. I'm Sally. I'm about 40 miles east of San Francisco. I'm a financial planner. But I've been doing energy work and self-help for like 20 plus years. I've just always like, nothing's ever good enough. So I'm always trying to like better myself and read more books and do more practices. And I just started meditating, doing like a nightly meditation probably in like October, which I was laughing because I started in like the winter. So I would sit there with my heater fan in front of me, like freezing and trying to like meditate. And then my eyes would get all dry because the heater was like right there on there. So I just basically make like 10 to 20 minutes for myself every night. I go in my room, I stretch, I listen to music. I wouldn't actually call it meditating per se, meaning like just really shutting off your mind. I more stretch, listen to music, be with myself, and then do kind of an energy healing on whatever is kind of up for me that day. I've been trying to do the tapping thing lately. I don't know if you guys know about tapping, but just trying to deal with my shit, because everything comes up and I want to have tools that I can use to get me out of it, because I don't want to sit in it. I don't want to muster in it. I don't want to fall into some sort of trap where I let it create something in my life that I don't want. But I'm in this, I met Marie, when did I meet you? In December?
Yeah, in Arizona.
So I met her in December and I just loved her. I've been wanting to do some work with her I've been wanting to do something of hers for so long. And this just worked out for me. So I wanted to be in this. I'm really struggling right now with judgment. I judge my husband a lot. So I'm doing Gabby Bernstein's The Judgment Detox kind of at the same time right now. And so I'm just trying to be more aware of my judgments and trying to like stop putting so much energy into my judgments, and trying to heal why I'm judging. And so it just kind of all worked together doing this with Marie right now. So
I love that.
Here.
Also, I'm glad that I love that everybody's bringing up different things too. Like even you just bringing up the judgment piece, everybody deals with that, right? In some capacity or another, and like myself included. And something that I'll talk about super quick here, and I know, Sally, that you've probably read about this because you have been in like self-help world for a long time and self-development, is whenever we project a judgment to other people, it's just us putting up a mirror and them showing something that we are capable of or have potential in, and it makes us uncomfortable to see that. So that's what
I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out why I need to show myself, like I'll be like, oh, I hate that about you, but then I'm like, but I don't do that. So I have to realize like there's something in me that I don't want to be like that. So he's showing me what I don't want to see that I could actually be. And so it's just like, but that's what you're saying there,
So like, for example, something that I get so upset at is when people aren't being fair. I just like, it has to be fair. Otherwise I lose my mind. I'm just like, no, that's not fair. Like, it's not just, it's not fair. It's all these things. And whenever I see somebody not being fair, or lying or whatever, I get really upset and pissed off, quite frankly, at them. And I'm like, oh, I'm mad at that person for doing that because I try so hard to be so authentic and truthful all the time. I don't want to be seen as this like unfair liar. So I try swing the pendulum all the way the other way. And you can even think of it too, like you could think of it when you're judging somebody or you're triggered by something as like one of your basic needs not being met, So if you're judging your husband and you're like, oh, like you're always on your phone when I'm trying to talk to you, that could just be you not feeling like you're being heard or seen, instead of like, oh, you're always on your phone and the judgment there. So something to think about for sure. But I am pumped that we are working together because, like she said, we met in December, and I just like fell in love with you from day one because we're soul sisters from another mister. And yeah. Okay, Carly hasn't gone yet. Okay, I'm gonna meet you, Sally, and Carl's Berkeley. You're up.
You guys even sound alike too.
I know.
Just the way you talk too.
And we both want to be DJ. Well, actually, she's being a DJ right now, which is really cool to me.
That's awesome. My name is Carly. I'm from Saskatoon, and I am a Beachbody coach as well as administrative assistant per se, working for my dad and another company, just kind of on the side as a little extra to do because I don't have enough to do. I've kind of started my journey about 2 years ago, and I absolutely hated reading. Like, PD was non-existent in my world. I just hated reading all through high school, university, didn't like it. So when Marie said you have to pick up a book, I was like, no, not doing that. And eventually she like kept preaching, and I'm like, okay, fine, go grab a book. And I fell in love with it, and now I read every single morning. And I can tell when I don't read, like, my mindset is like, shit, I obviously didn't read this morning because I'm like you said, judging everybody, or like want to cry every 2 seconds or whatever. So PD has also, like, it's been a big game changer in my journey. I can't say I've mastered the meditating yet. It is a work in progress, but I can also, like, I've only been able to do it for 5 minutes, and then I go squirrely brain. So I'm still trying to work on that, and slowly, like, I can realize that it helps when I actually do it, but it's to actually sit down and do it that has been my struggle, but it's a goal. So,
and you know what too, Carl's, like, it's called a practice for a reason, right? Like, even like the most enlightened sages or whatever still struggle, you know, when their Zen master walks around with a little stick and like hits them with a little stick, you know. But it's a practice for a reason, first of all, and second of all, like Stacey was saying, like, you just sit down every day, and it's not about getting rid of your thoughts, it's about just sitting with it. And when I do that, I'll do some intro to meditation, like I'll do a couple different short ones with the group, but something that's really, really helpful is using a mantra. So even if you're just like focusing on your breath, like in, out, even if you just attach a number to it, so you count down from 30, like 30 inhale, 30 exhale, 29 inhale, 29 exhale, you know, just like some kind of like a mind tool. That's what mantra means. It means tool of the mind. It's something for you to focus on so that you don't get squirrely and think about like grocery lists and things to do later and stuff. So we can definitely go over that if you'd be interested. In the group, I can host a couple like intro with some tips and tricks and stuff.
yes, for sure.
Cool. And then Erin, I think you have, I'm going to unmute you because it says your hand is up, which is so cool. I didn't know that was a feature on this. I love it. I'm like, ooh, pick me. It's a teacher thing. What did you want to say?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, because I don't know what it is. I can hardly hear anything. So.
Oh, shoot.
My volume's all the way up. I don't know what's going on, but.
Weird.
Anyways, I was just curious as to what book like hooked you, because you said you were totally not into PD and really hesitant about it, and then you picked up a book and like was instantly hooked. So I'm just curious, like, what book spoke to you?
You Are a Badass was the very first book that I read.
Okay.
And it's like, it's an easy read, and then once you go back to it, or once you start reading a bunch of other PD books, you're like, shit, she said that in her book and I already read that. And then like it kind of all clicks. So I went back and like reread the book after reading like 5 other books, and it was like, holy crap, this is like, it all makes sense now after reading it for a second time.
I haven't read that one.
Oh, Erin, you'll like that one.
Okay.
I would say like that's in like the top 5 for me, of just like Carly said, like you read it once and you're like, oh, that's really cool. I haven't heard it put like that before. And then you read a couple other books because you're like, okay, I'm kind of getting into personal development. And then you go back to that book and you're like, oh my God, I didn't even read this part last time. Like, I don't even remember this, you know.
Perfect.
I would also say Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. If you haven't read that one, that was like the game changer for me, because I used to think I need to completely restrict all sugar and all carbs in order to lose weight, or I need to do like 2 hours of cardio every single day in order to get fit, or I need to, do all these great things all at once in order to be successful. And it's like, no, it's all a compound effect of the small daily behaviors you do. And that was like permission for me to just adjust my daily behaviors slightly and start to work on my different habits and lose some bad habits and pick up some good ones. And that's been all the difference. So compound effect is a really great one as well.
Miracle Morning for morning people.
Yeah.
Or
You guys want
that morning routine.
if anybody has any like book suggestions that you want to say, just unmute yourself and share them. That would be really valuable, actually. Sally, I know you've read lots too. Yeah, I'm unmuting you. What's your favorite?
I love my favorite. Badass is my favorite right now because she's so funny and she swears, and it's like all the self-help books are all proper and kind of scientific and metaphysical, and Jen Sincero is just funny. But my other favorite that I reread about 5 of them, but my other favorite is The Untethered Soul by Michael Singler. Have you read that one? I love that one. That was amazing. And then I love my Matt Kahn, Whatever Arises, love that.
Oh, I don't know that one. What's it called?
Amazing. Whatever Arises, love that. Basically, like whatever happens in your life, it's a message. It's look at it. It's like it's love coming at you. It's like, so he teaches you to love all the situations that you're in.
Yeah.
But that one I love. Oh, and then I'm reading Ramtha. Do you know Ramtha?
No.
So Ramtha's an ascended master. It's the White Book. He's channeled through this lady J.Z. Knight, and okay. Ramtha is basically he like I said, he's an ascended master, but he's teaching the exact same stuff as all these people. So, yeah. But he's basically teaching it from he's actually a spirit that's channeling through a woman. And so he's teaching it from God, from the universe, from the source energy.
Neat.
So I just reread that. I brainwash myself. So, and every night I read every night, and I read for maybe 15 minutes and then I pass out. So it takes me like 2 months to even get through a book, but I just keep repeating them.
If you, because Sally, I know you're really huge into energy work and universal energy and stuff. Have you read Conversations with God? Have you read that trilogy?
No, I haven't read that one.
You got to pick it up like tomorrow. That book was like, that was a life changer for me. Like lots of stuff.
Who wrote that
one? Neil Donald Walsh.
Okay.
And it's essentially the same thing. He was like alcoholic, lost his house, lost his marriage, like super down on his luck, super atheistic. And he was just like, God, like, if you exist, like, what are you doing? Why are you making this so hard on me? And he got this like download of God being like, I'm not making it hard on you. You're making it hard on you. And he was like, whoa, what? Like, am I going crazy? This is nuts. So he like started asking questions, put pen to legal pad. And like 3 books later, it was this whole Conversations with God. And he asked all these questions. Then he would get downloaded these responses. And it's like, it's creepy to read. It's amazing. Amazing.
That's why I'm like, please, I want to be a channel. I want to give me the information. And then I don't.
I say you do in your own way.
Another good book I think you would like, Marie, or anyone that is into the meditation stuff, is From Dark to Light by Belinda Davidson.
Ooh,
she's actually a medium. She's from New Zealand. It's really awesome. I read it. It talks about all your chakras too and all that.
Cool. I'm like super into that right now. This is funny. This call went real, I like it, went real spiritual real quick, but I'm
Davidson?
Yeah.
Wow.
From Dark to Light, Belinda Davidson.
You know what I'm loving right now is Audible, though. I get the books on Audible, and I have a 20 to 30 minute drive. Yeah. So I just listen to it in my car.
Yeah, if you thought Jen Sincero was funny, you guys actually probably would all appreciate this book because this woman is freaking hilarious. I like laughed out loud, like knee slap, choke laugh out loud while reading.
She's funny. She is funny.
This one's
I'm like stalking her now.
Oh yeah, she's good. But this other one though is called Furiously Happy by Jen Lawson. And she's like, she starts it out and she's just like, I'm seriously messed up. I'm nuts. And she like writes this whole book and has this like taxidermied raccoon and stuff. Like it is so funny. It's really good. But she handles a lot of like mental illness and stuff in a really light way. And she's just like, yeah, like this is my life. I messed up. And it's cool. It's a really good read. So highly recommend looking into that one. But okay, I have a question for you guys then, since there is such a nice intimate group of us here. Oh, Sal, go for it.
What was that first book you had mentioned that you said changed your life?
Oh, Conversations with God.
No, the one before that. The very first that started this whole conversation about books.
Compound Effect, only because it's so simple and it just really talks about like the compound effect of the daily thing. I talk about it all the time now. You know, it's your daily actions either work for you or against you. So
okay.
Or was she talking about Carly's book?
You
I
were
got that one already. It was that. Oh yeah, it was the compound effect. Okay, I got all three of them now.
Or no, the badass one or whatever. I thought.
Yeah, I love the badass one. And the badass about making money I love that one even more.
Yeah.
I like the money one even more, but I love money.
Yeah, it's good. That's good. Most people have a shitty relationship with money, so it's good. Okay, my final question here before we wrap up is because we're 1 week in, and yes, I've like created obviously the daily guiding posts and journal entries and stuff, is I would just love to see like if we could have a real quick conversation. Are you enjoying doing a daily journal prompt instead of an activity in the group? Would you like to have some more interactive stuff in the group, or kind of where do you sit on that? And it can just be kind of a free-for-all if you guys want to just chime in.
I like the daily journal prompts, but
Okay.
that's me.
What do you like about it specifically?
It makes you think, well, it makes me think on a deeper level, like it puts things into perspective for me. Like the food question, like what food makes you happy? I've never thought of that. It's like what food does make me happy? What makes me feel awful? What makes me feel good?
Mm-hmm.
It just prompts deeper thinking on things that I've never really thought about.
Cool. That's really nice to hear.
I'm okay with this one being more of a personal response.
Okay.
I think it's kind of just, I don't know, I'm kind of enjoying getting into my thoughts and just kind of keeping them sacred, I guess. I don't know. Just getting comfortable with them.
Cool. I think that's so key too, because like that it's so funny. I always find that what I need, everybody else the same. Am I echoing to you guys?
Yeah.
Just mute people. I think that's the problem.
Oh, is it? Okay. Now am I echoing? God, hearing your own voice is like really creepy and weird. I was just going to say it's really funny to me because every time I feel like I need something for myself, it's usually the case that everybody around me in my like circle of people that I interact with are feeling the exact same way. So if I'm going through a month where I'm like, man, things feel hard this month, I talk to like 3 other people and they're like, God, this is a tough month. And then I have another month where I'm like, abundance everywhere. And everybody's like, abundance everywhere. So it's just funny, that saying you become like the 5 people you surround yourself with. The more time I find myself spending with our tribe and our community and like the Boomerang Movement people and our coaches and just people who want more for themselves, better for themselves by themselves, but doing it as like a collective and just a supportive environment. The more that I surround myself with that and the more I plug into the group, especially when I'm having a shitty day or whatever, the better I feel. And I just think we all it's like, when women, you hang out with your best friends and you're usually on the same cycle. It's like that, but it's an energetic, very similar, like you have, it's a very similar thing, if not the exact same. You have this like same sense of, oh, this is what's going on right now. This is the season of our life that we're in. We're up. Okay. Maybe we're a little down this month. Maybe we're up again this month. So it's just been really cool for me to connect with all of you individually and as a group, because everybody's dealing with the same shit. We're all comparing ourselves to people we see on social media. We're all thinking everybody else has life figured out and we don't. We're all struggling sometimes with food, either too much food or too little food. We're all struggling sometimes with workaholism or judgments of spouses or friends. Like we all have these things that we go through. So to be able to go through them together, I think is super powerful. And to be more mindful about all of it, I just think is cool. That's the goal, right? So anyways, we only have about 3 minutes left. So if anybody wants to say anything last here while we wrap up, just unmute yourself and feel free to take it. if you want. Sally wants it? Okay. You're good.
I guess I fall off on the weekends.
Okay, why?
Problem I do, like, the weeks are fine. I can do my journaling, I can do my meditations, and then the weekends come and I'm like, it's just like I can't. And that's what I need to figure out, how to make the time for myself during the weekends to do the journaling, to do my meditation and things like that.
Is that because like
so that's just what journaling is struggling for me, is like the everyday, but the weekends are the hardest.
Right.
I don't know if anyone else is like that.
And maybe you take one day off. Like maybe you take Saturday off if it feels like you want to just like get up and do stuff, you know, like honor where you're at. If you're like, ooh, I want to like clean and make muffins and take kids to soccer and like do all my responsibilities and stuff, and I don't really feel like chilling out right now, maybe you take 10 minutes as soon as you wake up to go and have your coffee outside. Or, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be the whole shebang. It doesn't have to be like, okay, I do my reading and my affirmations and my journaling and my coffee and my chanting. Like, you know, it doesn't have to be all of it at once. It can
but I mean, it's like, yeah, I mean, 10 minutes here and there.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that hard, and I can't figure out why. I just like, I don't even think about it. I'm just like, oh yeah, I should do that.
Just make it for this challenge, even just say, okay, no matter what, every single day for this 30-day challenge, I'm going to, at the very least, for the first 10 minutes when I wake up, I'm spending it for myself. That's it. 10 minutes every single day, no matter what. I'm going to sit in silence.
And I usually do mine at night. Do you think that's okay? Like, I do my 10 to 20 minutes at night. I kind of get up and I work out, and then I come home, I take a shower, I get my kid up, I get to work. So the mornings are a little bit tougher. So I do it at night. Do you have it, like, is that?
So the call is totally going to cut us off right now. We have less than a minute. So if I get cut off, I apologize, but do 10 minutes in the morning and then do the rest of your stuff at night if that's what you enjoy. But take the first 10 minutes of your day to sit in silence and just be with yourself. Because if you're going to go into mom mode and work mode and wife mode and friend mode right off the hop, that's going to be super draining, and your tank is only going to start here instead of starting here. Does that make sense?
Right.
Yeah. So just try for the next week.
Thanks, Marie.
You betcha. All right. I love you all so much. And I'm going to put this recording back in the group as soon as I put it up. If you guys have any other questions or anything, obviously just reach out or post in the group. Use the group for whatever you want to. Post your meals, post whatever you need to stay accountable, and let's rock the rest of this mindfulness challenge. Cool beans? Yay! Awesome. Okay, have a great night, you guys.
Bye, Marie.
Bye.